Hello, it is Monday the 15th of June, and I have my quartet coaching with one of my favourite teachers first from 12 to 2, and I'll get there at 11:30. So I don't know if I'll eat my lunch or if I'll practice first. I'm not too sure yet. And then I have some practice runs, and then I'm going to teach, and then I'm coming home. So it's not like a packed day, but I still got stuff going on. And yeah, I can't really tell what the weather is gonna be like, but I think it's gonna be 22 degrees, so it's not like cold or anything. Yeah. I'm gonna leave the house now. I've been reading the books of Elsie, and I'm on Tehanu, which is the 4th book, and I'm really enjoying it. But I do agree with some people who say that the first 3 books are better than the last 3, because I'm on chapter 6 of Tehanu, and it's definitely not as gripping as the first 3 because I got through those so quickly. And I've got some deep heat cream on my wrists because they hurt a bit, but that actually really seems to help the inflammation and the pain, like for this specific pain. And yeah, I've made myself a sandwich which I might have at 11:30 when I get to conservatoire, but I'm gonna hopefully not go on my phone too much. And also, yeah, I think it'll be a really nice day. I mean, I'm a bit nervous about my recital, but I felt pretty good in my rehearsal yesterday because I had a rehearsal with my pianist Kumi, who is literally like a miraculous human being. So hopefully it's fine. Yeah, but also like, I don't know, it's hard to explain my mixed feelings about my recital. But obviously, like, my injury changes the way I view it. So I don't know how to feel. Very silly. Good morning. It is Tuesday the 16th of June, and my only plan today is that I've got this thing called exam prep, where I'm rehearsing and going through my recital program, which is my final exam of the year, which is also my most important exam. Going through that in the the hall that I'm gonna have it in. So yeah, that's my only plan. I have that 3 to 4. Planning on showering and doing some practice beforehand and eating lunch before I leave. And then I'll just come home right after, I reckon. Yeah, I did my makeup anyway. But I'm like having a lot of problem with skin on my cheek. And I don't know, I thought that was better for a while, but apparently not. I'm just, yeah, in my tank top. I actually love this tank. I love the colour and like the lace. I think it's so pretty. Yeah. I'm going to make my breakfast now, and I've been on my phone a bit already, so I'm going to try not to. And yeah, my main thing this week is like basically just locking in a way that is respectful of myself, and there's no need for being mean or strict or harsh in any way. I feel like it's really easy for me to go over that limit or like balance. Like I immediately just go to like being mean to myself when I don't really need to do that. So that's my main goal, to be honest, because my exam is on Thursday, so I have to, yeah, locking in some ways. But obviously like I've injured my arms, so I'm not 100%, so just like being mindful of that and allowing myself to not go wrong or go perfectly, allowing myself to go wrong, I mean, like not having to stick perfectly to plan all the time, otherwise I get angry, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm gonna figure out what I want for breakfast now. I think I'm gonna have chia seed pudding.
My phone lights up, just like your touch. I miss your sound. I want you around, around. Want you around.
I've got a fish finger sandwich because I'm lazy. Yeah. Hello. It's like 6 o'clock and I'm home now, but I'm literally distraught beyond belief because I had a physiotherapist appointment booked for Friday, and then they moved it to Monday and I can't do Monday, so now I have to wait until the 31st of July to get physiotherapy. I'm actually so distraught. Like, I was so excited and I was so happy that my physiotherapist appointment was so soon, like that it was booked in so quickly, and now it's gone. And like I'm trying to fill in an application for like private physiotherapy, like a musician's physio, but like nothing is working and I have to get like an ad hoc statement from NatWest, so I have to call them, and then I need like an acceptance letter proving that I'm studying and like whatever, and literally none of it's working, so I'm furious. Yeah, it's so annoying. And I need to think about dinner as well, and my arms are in pain. It's just like Good morning. It is Thursday the 17th of June. Why do my eyelids look so weird? I feel like one of them is always swollen and this one is swollen today. But, oh, so annoying. But I've washed my hair. It's currently like 8:40 and I need to quickly eat my breakfast. I've got chia seed pudding and I also made a smoothie because I've been getting hungry and I need to make my journey in, and then I have a rehearsal at 10:30 and then I have a rehearsal at 1:30. I feel like the week is going by so fast. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. My final exam of the year is tomorrow, which I'm a bit nervous for because it is a big part of my degree, but at the same time, I don't know, I feel like it's going well, and I'll hopefully do some practice today that isn't too tiring because I feel like my practice yesterday was a bit, I don't know, it tired out my arms a bit too much. So I'm going to be really careful with that today. And they still, like, they already feel tired this morning and a bit swollen. But I was so upset yesterday because my physio appointment got moved to the end of July when it was meant to be on Friday. So now it's in a month and a half, which is just like, because I was so excited, I thought it would be like very quick. Anyways, but I'm gonna hopefully do some reading on the tube and the train, and yeah, I've got some practice rooms as well, and I've had a really productive morning. I got up at 7:30, and then I washed my hair, and I dried my hair, and I got ready and I changed. I'm wearing my stripy trousers, and then I've made my breakfast, done the dishes, and made my lunch, and I've also done more breakfast than usual. But I need to quickly eat. Yeah, timing was a bit tight this morning, but it's fine because I can't believe I've actually like gone through with it all, which I'm very proud of. I think I've had a very productive morning. But yes, I'm gonna eat quickly now and then leave the house. It's gonna be really hot today, I think, but it might rain.
My phone lights up, just like your touch. I miss your sound. I want you around, around. Want you around, around. Around. Want you around.
Off the hook. I will. Like now.
I would block off all the front, but
I've just got home. I've had a pretty successful day of practice, and I had a rehearsal with my pianist for my recital tomorrow, which I am quite nervous for. And then what did I do? I don't remember. Oh, I had a quartet rehearsal, and then I went to Hagen and I got a coffee. And now I'm home, and I'm going to do a tiny bit more practice today, but my arm's been kind of weird, so I'm going to try not to do any more than like what's feasible, even though I really do want to do quite a lot of practice. Good morning. Oh, my hair. Good morning. It is Thursday the 18th of June, and it is the day of my final exam. I can't say I'm not nervous. Yeah, I'm very much nervous. I just went to the GP and I had an appointment, and she thinks that the lump on my wrist is just, she said it's a ganglion cyst, but just to make sure everything, I'm gonna have an ultrasound scan, and I'm also gonna get blood tests tomorrow because she just thinks it's good to run those kinds of tests to see if there are any other like contributing factors like arthritis and whatever. And also she says it'll show things like inflammation and stuff. So I have a blood test scheduled tomorrow, and then hopefully I get my ultrasound scan sometime in the next few months. And yeah, I've just put some deep heat pain relief cream on my arms, and I'm gonna try and do a little bit of maintenance practice. No playing, I think. And then I'm gonna leave at like 12:30. It's currently almost 10. Yeah. It's currently almost 10, so I have 2.5 hours left. I'm going to do some practice, a tiny bit, and then I'm going to eat my lunch and then I'm going to leave, and then I'll arrive at like 1:45, and then I'll have a little rehearsal with my pianist before. I've printed out my programs and everything, and I feel like, yeah, it's hard to explain why I'm nervous, but I think it's valid to be nervous. Wait, I'll show you my program. This is my program. You have to print them out so that the audience knows what you're playing, and I think also the panel like to have a program. So I've printed out 15 copies, and I've also printed out a copy of all of my music for the panel, and they've also got it online. And yeah, my recital's like 35 minutes. I'm playing Tefila by Lyra Auerbach, Wagner Romance, Brahms Sonata No. 3 First and Last Movements, and Sicilienne by Von Paradis, and then 2 songs by De Fire. I was looking at, like, in my program, it actually shows that most of the pieces are written like in a similar time, but I feel like they have good contrast. Yeah, I'm quite nervous for the Brahms and the Wagner, so I'm gonna do some slow practice of that now. And I've done my stretching, I've just done my stretches, so I'm ready to practice.
Now that it's not the same, it's not the same.
My exam is in 3 hours and I'm leaving in 1 hour, and I'm feeling pretty nervous, but also just like, I don't know, like resignation, I guess. Yeah, it's difficult to describe like nerves and why I'm feeling so nervous. I've decided to wear this hot pink dress because out of all of my dresses, it is like the coolest temperature-wise, and it's quite warm today, and the hall that I'm playing in is very warm. But I'm like a bit self-conscious, so I'm also gonna I'm also gonna bring my black dress in case I get too self-conscious, which is slightly warmer, but I will also feel less like, I don't know, self-conscious maybe if I'm wearing black.
Different when you're not here.
Hello, I'm back home now. My exam actually went better than I thought it might, so I'm pretty happy. I'd smothered my arms in deep heat cream, so they were basically numb when I played, which is like both a good thing and a bad thing. But I'm relatively happy with it, and I'm really glad it's over now, and I can just start learning new pieces and like, I don't know, enjoy my time a bit more, because for the past month I've been quite nervous about it.
Who do I send this to?